Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Barkak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the men, women, and children that the Lord will have mercy on in these last days. I'm the brother Dama Agabar, here with another lesson. Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. All right, and this lesson is going to be titled A Message to Edom. All right, because we know the Edomites still exist. They're still alive until this day. And we classify them as the so-called white man. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that every single so-called white-looking person is, Edomites, because we know that, Israel has been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. A lot of these nations have mixed and mingled themselves amongst these other nations. So, of course, just like you have Israelites that's going to come looking like, all other nations, you're also going to have Edomites that's going to come looking like all other nations. All right. But the point is, the nation of Edom is still alive and kicking today. And, like I said, we classify them as the so-called white man. All right. The Caucasian. All right. And this is a message that the Most High has for Edom. See, because you have a lot of these Christians, a lot of guys like Vocab Malone, and even, some of these non-believers who want to say that the so-called white man is Japhet, or that the Edomites were done away with. No, that's not true. All right. And that's a lie. And we have the receipts, and prophecy says otherwise. Esau, Edom is here today, and this message unto them is still is still relevant, and it's going to come to pass. So I just want to do this lesson for a message for Edom, and understand that, hey, your judgment is drawing nigh, and everything that is written within the scriptures will befall you. And we don't give a damn if you don't want to believe it, if you want to say, oh, that's not what that means, or if you want to say it's misinterpreted. Hey, the hell with all that. All right. We know that this message is true. We know that Esau Edom is here today, and his judgment is drawing nigh. So I just wanted to give a message unto Esau Edom to let you know that, hey, the Lord is going to get you, man. Hey, the Lord doesn't have anything nice prescribed or anything pleasant for Esau Edom in the future. And his judgment is going to be exactly what the scriptures say it's going to be. And we don't give a damn how much you want to bitch, you want to moan, how many of you so-called Christians and so-called Negroes want to save the so-called white man. You're not going to save this devil. All right. His judgment is sealed already. All right. And there's nothing that he can do. There's nothing that you're going to do that's going to stop him from getting his comeuppance, man. He did the crime. He's going to, he did the crime. He's going to have to pay for it, man. And these devils are going into captivity for a period of 1,000 years before they're ultimately destroyed out of the face of the earth. Thus saith the Lord. So without further ado, I'm going to read a lot of these in the NLT, because the NLT, it gets straight to it, man. And I love it. All right. So this is the first scripture is Ezekiel 35 and verse 1 in the NLT. And it says a message for Edom. It says, again, a message came to me from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Son of man, turn and face Mount Seir. And Mount Seir is the capital city of Esau, Edom. All right. And when you hear Mount Seir, you have to understand that it's speaking towards the east, the Edomites. And it don't matter where they're at on this earth. Mount Seir is dealing with Esau, Edom. Now you might say, oh, they're not in Mount Seir anymore. Hey, wherever Esau is at, whenever you see Mount Seir, and it's referring to the Edomites, all right? Just like when you hear the scriptures say, oh, Israel, oh, Jerusalem, no matter where it's speaking towards the Israelites. And it's the same when you hear Mount Seir. This is a message going to Esau, Edom. It says, and prophesy against its people. You see, now you'll hear certain of these Christians like Vocab say, see, it's talking about the land. It's not talking about Esau, Edom, or they'll try to pull this slick shit where they say whenever it's talking about Edom, it's talking about just the one man, Esau, Edom, which don't make any goddamn sense, because if it was just talking about, the progenitor Esau, Edom himself, he's been long gone dead. But guess what? All of his children are still here. The descendants of Esau, Edom are still alive and kicking today. So it applies to all of them. All right. So don't let these guys try to get slick with that. But it says here in the NOT, and prophesy against its people. You see? Give them this message from the sovereign Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. I am your enemy, O Mount Seir. You see? So you trying to pull this shit? Well, that was back then. But when you go into the New Testament, the Lord changed, and now the Gentiles, including the Edomites, now they can receive salvation. No. That's all cap. That's all bullshit. All right. That's not biblical. All right. So it's the Lord telling Esau, Edom, and the whole nation of Esau, Edom, I am your enemy, O Mount Seir, and I will raise my fist against you to destroy you completely. You see, and this hasn't come to pass yet. All right. This is a future prophecy. It says, I will demolish your cities and make you most desolate. Then you will know that I am Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. You see? So this devil has a very horrific prophecy that's going to come down upon him in the future. Even when you read in the Zondervan Bible's dictionary, when you go into Edom, it tells you that they're the only nation that was not promised mercy or salvation from the Most High, man. All right. And we know that, and we can see why, like I said, look at this man's track record, And even when you look at what he's doing today, man, he's still on a rampage. He's still doing a bunch of wickedness and blasphemy and destruction, rape, robbery, murder, basically violating every law of the Most High, all around the earth, man, with no plans of stopping. Even to the point to where he's gonna try to destroy the Lord's people, And also, he's going to try to do away with the remembrance of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai via his artificial intelligence, writing gay Bibles. You had Noah Harari talking about AI is going to write a brand new Bible, where the Most High is not going to be mentioned. So, hey, man, this devil has a date with pure destruction, man. It says, your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless, when I had already punished them for all their sins. You see? So like we always tell you, Jake, get it out of your mind that Esau Edom is going to change one day and he's going to love you, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Hey, the hatred that Esau has for you, it's an eternal, perpetual hatred, man. It's a spiritual hatred. And every opportunity that he gets, he's going to show you how much he hates you, and he's going to show his violence and hatred towards you. Now, sometimes he's able to hide it and mask it behind a smile. But hey, when the opportunity arises, he's gonna butcher you, man. He's gonna come through with that hatred, and that he's gonna show his horns and his hatred towards you when the opportunity presents itself. And we know during the time of Jacob's trouble, hey, which is soon to come, hey, this devil is gonna show that hatred, and that he's gonna show his horns on you, Jake. So you think because you voted for Trump and he's talking about America first and all this other bullshit, you think you finally found you a lane to where, this devil's going to finally love you, man. But he's never going to love you, man. He has a perpetual, that means an eternal hatred for you Jakes, man. It's like I said, it's a spiritual hatred. All right. It was embedded within his DNA, and the Most High created him to have this hatred for you, man. So get it out of your mind thinking that one day he's going to have a change of heart towards you Israelites, because he's not. Verse 6, as surely as I live, says the sovereign Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, since you show no distaste for blood, I will give you a bloodbath of your own. Your turn has come. You see? And this is the message that we've been giving Esau Edom, and you are going into captivity. And like I said, and after 1,000 years, man, hey, that's when the Lord is going to ultimately do away with you. And like he said, he's going to do away with you forever, man. There's not going to be any remaining of the house of Esau. And I'm going to get that. It says, I will make Mount Seir utterly desolate, killing off all who try to escape and any who would return. And any who return. I will fill your mountains with the dead. Your hills, your valleys, and your ravines will be filled with people slaughtered by the sword. I will make you desolate forever. That means desolate forever means it could be completely and utterly destroyed, man. See, and this is the message that we have for Esau Edom. It says, I will make you desolate forever. Your cities will never be rebuilt. Then will you know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And it tells you that, I forget, where is that? Is that, I don't know if it's in Malachi, where the Lord said, you will, we are desolate. We will rise again to rebuild the desolate places. And the Lord said, you will rebuild, but I will throw down. And we're in that time where the Lord is going to throw down, in this revitalized Roman Empire where you got Nero, Donald Trump sitting once again on the throne in this modern day Roman Empire, but it's about to be completely destroyed. And you can see, America is becoming very isolated. America is very divided. I was just listening to some shit where now they're talking about Canada is about to go to war with America. We know over there with that whole Netanyahu and Trump talking about taking Gaza, that's really strengthening and reuniting all of those Arab nations over there, to come together against, the West, against Edom, against those small hats, man. And eventually you're going to have Russia, China, North Korea, even a lot of the allies of America are going to eventually turn on this place, man. And it's going to be literally melted with fire from the nuclear missiles all through the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that's going to be the end of Esau's chapter of rulership on this earth. And then you're going to go into captivity under the Israelites that you hate so much, man. It says, for you said the lands of Israel and Judah will be ours. We will take possessions of them. What do we care that Yahweh is there? You see, and that's what you've seen happening. And you have Israel and Judah, the northern and southern kingdoms right here in America in captivity, bringing all hell upon us, man. You over here, deporting all of the northern kingdoms, which is like unto Israel, and Judah, which is the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, were in your hands as well. And on top of that, you literally took the Holy Land right now into your possession. And right now you're over there carving it up and doing what you're, doing what the hell you want to do with it. You see? It says, Therefore, as surely as I live, says the sovereign Yahweh, I will pay back your angry deeds with my own. I will punish you for all of your acts of anger, envy, and hatred, and I will make myself known to Israel by what I do to you. You see? And then you will know that I, Yahweh, have heard every contemptuous word you spoke against the mountains of Israel, for you said they are desolate. They have been given to us as food to eat. And saying that, you boasted proudly against me, and I have heard it all. This is what the sovereign Yahweh says. The whole world will rejoice when I make you desolate. You see, you rejoiced at the desolation of Israel's territory. Now will I rejoice at yours. You will be wiped out, you people of Mount Seir, and all who live in Edom. Then you will know that I am Yahweh. And that's one hell of a message, man. You see, and this message is getting ready to be fulfilled. First, the Lord has the prophets and the men of the Lord. He has us out there on the highways and the byways reiterating this message, man, standing upon our feet and telling you that these things are coming upon you, telling you that the days are at hand, man. You see, and there's nothing you can do to deliver yourself out of it, man. All right. And this is Amos chapter 1 and 11. It says, Thus saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof. You see? And everything that I just read, the Lord's not going to turn that away. There's no sacrifice. There's no amount of, begging or pleading or reparations or anything that you can do, that's going to turn the punishment away that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has in store for you. So this is why we be telling you, Jakes, man, stop begging this damn devil for reparations. Stop begging for this devil to love you, man, because he's never going to do it. And ultimately, the Lord has put the spirit on him never to do it because the Lord wants this punishment to fall down upon this devil. You see? It says, I will not turn away the punishment thereof because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Right. Every opportunity you got throughout history, during the Babylonian Empire, when we got judged by the Babylonians, you had a hand in that, man. Well, which I'm going to show you. During the Greeks, you showed that perpetual hatred. During the Roman Empire, you showed that perpetual hatred. And even in this modern day captivity that we're in right now with the slave trade, when you came across the North American Indians across Gad and Reuben and the and the northern kingdom tribes in Central and South America, man, you didn't show no love. You pursued them with the blood. You showed that hatred. You did your worst. You see? And even in these last days, in time of Jacob's trouble, which is about to come, you're going to be on that same level, man. So, hey, everything that you have coming unto you is going to be befitting, man. It says, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did pair perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. You see? Let me read this in the NLT. Amos 1 and 11 in the NLT. This is what Yahweh says. The people of Edom have sinned again and again. See, like I said earlier, every opportunity you got to show your hatred and to shed the blood of Israel, you did it. That's all throughout history, all right? It says, and I will not let them go unpunished. They chased down their relatives, the Israelites, with swords, showing them no mercy. In their rage, they slashed them continually and were unrelenting in their anger, man. Look at the book Without Sanctuary, you watch these movies that they make, The Trail of Tears, Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee, The Devil's Punch Bowl. You know what I mean? You know how many Native Americans' bones are laying under buildings and sites that this so-called devil then shed the blood of the Israelites, man? And we can go on and on, man. It says, so will I send down fire on Teman, and the fortresses of Basra will be destroyed. Damn devils, man. All right. And this is Obadiah chapter 1. And Obadiah is the ultimate message unto Edom, man. And they hate it. All right. It says what here? Reasons for Edom's punishment. Obadiah 1 and 11 in NLT. It says, because of the violence you did to your close relatives in Israel, you will be filled with shame and destroyed forever. When they were invaded, you stood aloof, refusing to help them. Like I said, during the Babylonian Empire, man. And anytime our enemies came up against us, Esau, Edom was in the mix. He got him some shit. Look at what he did during the ancient Roman Empire with Titus, Vespasian, and Domitian. The war 70, 69, 70 AD. After they destroyed us, man. They ransacked the temple, took all the gold and the silver, scattered us all throughout, Africa and Asia. You see, we can go on and on. It says, when they were invaded, you stood aloof, refusing to help them. Foreign invaders carried off their wealth and cast lots to divide up Jerusalem, but you acted like one of Israel's enemies. You should not have gloated when they exiled your relatives to distant lands. You should not have rejoiced when the people of Judah suffered such misfortune. You should not have spoken arrogantly in that terrible time of trouble. And they're doing that right now, man. Now Trump is talking about, basically bringing Jacob's trouble, deporting American citizens, which we know mainly is being aimed at Israel, northern and southern kingdom, because, who are they deporting in masses? The so-called Spanish tribes. But you got millions of other, migrants from all other different parts of the world. You know how many fucking so-called Englishmen and Europeans that you have in this country undocumented that's not here legally? How many Chinese, how many Arabs, how many Indians, Africans that are in this country illegally with no papers, man? But the whole the aim is getting the Israelites out of this country, man. It says you should not have plundered the land of Israel when they were suffering such calamity. You should not have gloated over their destruction when they were suffering such calamity. You should not have seized their wealth when they were suffering such calamity. You should not have stood at the crossroads, killing those who tried to escape. You should not have captured the survivors and handed them over in their terrible time of trouble. Ain't they doing that now? Aren't they handing them over out of this country, out of this so-called North America? Which this is the Southern Kingdom's land in the first goddamn place. All right, what it says here, Edom destroyed and Israel destroyed. It says, the day is near when I, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, will judge all godless nations. As you have done to Israel, so will it be done to you. You see, and that's what you call justice, man. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, man. And you can't get around it. I don't give a damn what vocab Malone said. I don't give a damn what any of you, you Edomite loving Jakes got to say. Hey, the Lord's will be done. All right. It says, all your evil deeds will fall back on your own heads. Just as you swallowed up my people on my holy mountain, so you and the surrounding nations will swallow the punishment I pour out unto you. Yeah, like I'm saying, this is mainly being pointed at Edom, but all these other nations too that had a hand in our downfall, that had a hand in our destruction. Hey, you're going to be paid back too, but it's just going to be on a very more severe level upon Esau, Edom. You see? It says, yes, all you nations will drink and stagger and disappear from history. But Jerusalem will become a refuge for those who escape. It will be a holy place, and the people of Israel will come back to reclaim their inheritance. You see? It says the people of Israel will be a raging fire, and Edom a field of dry stubble. The descendants of Joseph, or the Ephraim, which represents the whole northern kingdom, will be a flame roaring across the field, devouring everything. There will be no survivors in Edom. You see, and we can tell you this is going to take place in the kingdom of heaven. We're not going to do this now here while we're in this captivity, man. Hey, when we get beamed up out of America, when the elect get beamed up into the chariots, we receive those new bodies and the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward part. When you read about Jerusalem coming down out of heaven, when we establish the kingdom of heaven, that's when we're going to execute this judgment upon Esau, Edom, and upon you nations, man. And like we told you, Esau is going to go into a slavery for 1,000 years, man. And then he will be X'd out. There will be no more survivors in Edom. It says, I, Yahweh, and you can read that in Ezekiel, the 25th chapter, where the Lord tells you what he's going to allow vengeance upon Esau, he will allow vengeance on Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And the Lord said he's going to put his spirit on us to execute it, all right? It says, I, Yahweh, have spoken. See? Point blank, period. All right? And then let me get this last one and I'm going to close this out, man. This is Psalms 137, verse 7. It says, remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundations thereof, which race it means destroy it. But I want to get this in the NLT. All right, this is Psalms 137 and 7 in the NLT. It says, O Yahweh, remember what the Edomites did on the day the armies of Babylon captured Jerusalem. You see, so what I was reading in Obadiah lines up perfectly with this, man. They were standing in the crossways, man. When we got when the Babylonians came, you had these Edomite devils laying in the crossways, tackling Jake that was trying to escape, even tackling them, grabbing them and taking them back to the Babylonians, which they probably got rewarded. They probably got paid. And some of the Jake that they couldn't round up, they just killed them right there on the spot, man. So Esau, you got a hell of a lot of blood on your hands, man, especially as touching the Israelites. It says the Edomites did on the day the armies of Babylon captured Jerusalem. Destroy it, they yelled. Level it to the ground, you see? And that was that perpetual hatred that they had, going all the way back. Like I said, it's always been a spiritual hatred, going back even into the womb, man. It says, oh, Babylon, you will be destroyed. And this Babylon is talking about America, all right? It says, you will be destroyed. Happy is the one who pays you back for what you have done to us. Happy is the one who takes your babies and smashes them against the rocks. And that's the scripture with vocab. Oh, they're talking about smashing babies and white babies against the stones and all this. Well, is this what the scriptures say? But like I said, and this is going to take place in the kingdom of heaven when we are sovereign, when we have the power, when we're, in complete rulership and in the positions of power to execute this judgment, man. This is not going to take place here in America while we're in captivity under the so-called white man, under you Edomites, man. But in the kingdom of heaven, this is when we're going to have the legitimate power to execute all these things which are written to take place. And we're going to execute this judgment upon this damn devil Esau, Edom, man. So this is the message to Esau, Edom. The water Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit of me to do this lesson. Lord willing, you few brothers and the few Aqua were edified. Until the next one, Shalom.